And welcome, everyone. A very pleasant good afternoon here live from Ives Lamel Family Field. It'll be the Brevard College JV Tornadoes' second football game day of the season for the Tornadoes. Yesterday, the varsity Nados falling in overtime in a close one, 29-23, with a huge comeback that fell just short in the second half. Today, it will be the JV Nados against Palmetto Prep. Saw Palmetto Prep twice last JV season, once in Columbia and once here at Ives Lamel. Both games taken by Palmetto Prep. About 20 minutes away from kickoff here at Ives Lamel. It'll be me, Brady Penn, and Trey Williams with me on the call today. We'll take a quick break and be back here in just a moment. Game day coming up here shortly at Ives Lamel.
It's important to study English because language
Back here at Ives Lamel Family Field, about 12 and a half minutes from kickoff here between the Palmetto Prep Minutemen and the Brevard College Tornadoes. Brady Penn live alongside with my partner, Trey Williams. And Trey, what are your thoughts on this matchup here today between the Tornadoes and the Minutemen?
Man, I think it's going to be a good game, man. These JV guys have been practicing real hard. I'm ready to see what they put on the field against Palmetto right now. The Minutemen, they're a real talented team. Watched them play last year. They're a real high-scoring squad. We'll see what happens.
Absolutely. And like you said, these guys have been practicing hard. These young guys we see in practice, they've got that fire and going to try and come out here and get a victory today against the Minutemen. You've got some players that you wanted to take a look at, had a kind of a spotlight on, and we'll let you get to that part of your segment here.
Of course. I got some T-Will All-Stars. Started off, I got number 1, Thomas Kramer, the senior, making a second start. This guy, when I tell you, he knows the offense running back. He's going to be a star. At wide receiver, I got 2 guys. I got Joshua Gibson, number 5, and Javon Stewart, number 11. These guys told me, Brady, it's going to be only one JV game they're going to play. They said they got the silkiest routes on the field, so we'll see what they're going to say. At running back, I got A.J. Gathers. A.J. Gathers, a big guy, big burly running back, power back. He said he's going to run through some people. On defense, I got number 31, Logan Jones.
Oh, okay.
Linebacker. They call him Jiggy.
Affectionately known as Jiggy, yes.
They call him Jiggy. He's going to get Jiggy in the backfield. We'll see. Also got number 36, Tony Belcher. Now, this guy, it's an inspirational story, Brady. It's an inspirational story for real. This guy hurt 2 years in a row, makes a miraculous comeback just to be on the field today. I'm telling you right now, he's gonna make something happen. Also, on the defensive line, I got my young guys, Elijah Brown. This guy's a star. I'm telling you, he's a star. And Brandon Moody, another star. These guys really are going to make some movements in the backfield. Also, I got to outline one O-lineman because I got to show love to the O-line, Ashton Williams. I go against this guy every day in practice. He's going to be good. I'm telling you, he's going to be good. He's strong. He has good feet. He has good hands. This guy's going to be a star.
Absolutely. And to sort of piggyback on your first T-Will All-Star, a bit of a revenge game perhaps for Thomas Kramer. Last year in this same stadium against this same team, Thomas Kramer was leading the NATOs. They had a really good first half. He got injured right at the end of that half. Wheels kind of fell off in the second once Kramer left, but you can't deny the energy that was out there on the field when Kramer was out there. One of the more memorable JV touchdowns you'll ever see to Big Snugs.
And I was out there for that. That was an electric moment. It's probably one of the best moments ever in Brevard college football history.
I feel like we need Yoder to make one of those videos like you see the professional sports teams make about their big moments, and it's just going to be Kramer. Well, Snugs was supposed to block, but he ended up running the route in the end zone and somehow came down with the football.
Touchdown's a touchdown.
Got me killed in the process.
Touchdown's a touchdown, Brady. That's all I got to say.
That it is, and hopefully we will see the NATOs rack those up in bunches. A little less than 10 minutes to go until kickoff. Tornadoes and Minutemen. You've got the T-Will All-Stars, who we pointed out. We've got the storylines, and the NATOs are ready for action here at Ives Lamel. Back here in just a moment for the start of this one. Brady Penn and Trey Williams.
Every cheer, for every play, we know there's a little prayer that no one gets hurt. That's why we are there too. Party athletic trainers, physicians, and specialists. We're watching closely for any sign that someone needs care. And if your child is hurt, they are seen right away by the region's top specialists. The Party Sports Medicine team is at every game, match, race, practice, and workout, providing medical attention and guidance. For us, winning is all about playing healthy and smart so you can perform at your best.
Back here at Ives Lamel Family Field, national anthem just played. Now the captain's walking out. It's Thomas Kramer with, who is that? Number 52.
I think that's Devon Taylor.
Devon Taylor.
DT.
Thomas Kramer and Devon Taylor, DT, the two captains for the Tornadoes, walking out to midfield to greet the Minutemen captains. Just a couple of minutes away from kickoff between the Natos and the Minutemen. The third JV matchup for the Tornadoes in the last year against Palmetto Prep. Second one here at Ives Lamel Family Field. And what are we looking for today from the JV Tornadoes?
I'm looking for defense right now. I want to see the defense. I need them to make plays. I really need them to make plays. I need them to show how aggressive they are, show what they've been taught all camp, all through this first week of practice. I need to show, like, just dominance. I want to see dominance on the D-line. I really need the D-line, my T.O. All-Stars, Elijah Brown, and Brendan Moody. I need him to show dominance, get in the backfield a lot. Also, O-line, that's a big part of the offense. The O-line needs to really show out today if the offense thinks anything of being successful. So, yeah, that's what we're looking for today.
Absolutely need dominance in the trenches. You see JV head coach Martin Bayless rallying the troops down there, also the DC for the varsity Tornadoes. Saw his defense yesterday throw an absolutely beautiful performance in the second half as part of a comeback that fell just short for the Natos against Warner, 29-23 in overtime. I believe it was 5 straight 3-and-outs at one point that we forced on defense.
5 straight 3-and-outs and 3 straight turnovers. Don't forget about that.
Once we started running our sub package, it really wasn't anything going for the Warner offense.
Yeah, we really dominated the line of scrimmage, D-line, myself, Obadiah Grimes, Langford, Wyatt Langford, and Robert Dorsey. I want to talk about Robert Dorsey Jr.
Robert Dorsey, we see him down there in the stands right now.
This guy came to play yesterday. Had 2 sacks, 2 forced fumbles. Probably the biggest play of the game on defense. And he forced the fumble in the fourth quarter. Really changed the game.
The team looked dead to rights, and that forced fumble gave him life. Ended up getting the tying field goal right before time expired. Sent us to overtime, and unfortunately just missed finishing the job. So we are off to an 0-1 start, but get a chance to even that up next weekend in Virginia against Hampton-Sydney. Game that we'll be looking forward to. But for right now, all eyes will be here at Ives Lamel Family Field on the JV Tornadoes. And teeing this one up and kicking it away are the Tornadoes. It is fielded, taken at the 15, and missing a tackle, the Tornadoes. The return will get all the way near the 40, pushed out of bounds there by number 20, Kenneth Thomas, out of Sandy Creek High School.
Kenneth's a guy, see, I practice a lot. He's an effort guy, straight effort guy. He's always going to be first in line. He's always going to be first to the drill. This guy has a true motor on him, Brady.
Absolutely, and now we'll get our first look at the Tornado defense. You see William Green, freshman at safety in the secondary, as well as number 18, Carter Rollerson at safety, the 2 safeties. And the first play for Palmetto is a screen out of the left, and it will fall short, incomplete. That one was intended for number 7, Kiki Hippolyte. It'll be second down.
He does not love the ball.
Second down and 10 from the 35-yard line.
Another guy to watch, Brady, number 1, David Stone, man. This guy's an athlete. I saw him. We had an inter-team scrimmage last week. Made a great catch on Ethan Beamish. Great interception.
Him and Justin Turney are the 2 corners. Another pass attempt here. Now the quarterback stepping up. He will run to his left, and he will be forced out of bounds around the 41.
Hunter Davis, 32. Hunter Davis, another guy. Talking about an athlete, man.
In his second year. Quarterback number 10, Kyle Hawkins, there on the scramble, and now an early third down opportunity for the Tornadoes defense, trying to force a 3-and-out on the opening drive, although we know Palmetto does like to go for it on 4th downs from what we saw last year. Hawkins fakes the handoff, now looking over the middle, wide open down the middle of the field, making the catch, and tackled at the 23 is number 1, Nate Branch. Branch, there was a huge hole in the middle of the field, came down with the seam route there and got a little bit extra after the catch. Minutemen going to go quick here. Lined up out to the left is number 80, Calvin Gilbert.
That was a great route. Great cover 2 beater right there.
Hawkins takes the snap, hands it off. Big hole to the left side, and Green is not going to be able to make the tackle. It is a touchdown.
Actually, they say he's
for
out.
the Minutemen. And, yes, they will say he was out of bounds. It
4-yard
looked
line.
like he kept his feet in, but not to the referee's discretion.
At the 6-yard line right there.
And who was that on the carry? He's got the crop top jersey. Kind of hard to see the number. Number 26, Kareem Hathcock. And now first and goal for the Minutemen, and a timeout will be called by Palmetto Prep. About a minute and a half into this one, and the Minutemen threatening after back-to-back big plays.
They're really staying true to the name, really trying to score in a minute, too. This is crazy. But great showing by Palmetto right there. Great blocking by the O-line. I say old drive.
It looked like the Tornadoes might be able to get a quick drive, a 3-and-out out of the Minutemen, and it still may be a quick drive, but Palmetto threatening inside the 10 now, and we'll see what kind of goal line defense the Tornadoes have to start this one off.
This is what I'm talking about at the beginning of the game, Brady. Talking about the trenches. They really need D-line to come make some plays right now. They don't want Palmetto to score right here.
Need a big sack, perhaps.
Sack
maybe
or
Elisha
tackle for
Brown
loss.
or Brandon Moody.
Those two guys, really excited to see.
And so here come the Minutemen again. Hawkins tying his shoe. Now he's good to go. Gilbert on the left side. Branch and Titus Myers out wide to the right. Hathcock in the backfield to the left of Hawkins. Hawkins takes the low snap, looking. The lefty throws over the middle. It is incomplete, out of the reach of Nate Branch. Or no, that is Kiki Hippolyte, rather. Just over his head there, and it'll be second and goal from the 6.
That was a little sketchy throw. Yeah,
Looked like Hawkins didn't really get his feet set there.
Yeah. He tried throwing double coverage over the middle.
Myers and Branch again to the right. Hippolyte and Gilbert to the left. Hathcock still in the backfield to the right. This one handed off. Hathcock lowers his head and is brought down short of the goal line. Got maybe 2 yards there, and it'll be third and goal.
That was a great block by the center and the right guard right there. Straight double team in the nose, getting him clean out the play so you get an easy gain.
That was Deontay Taylor on the tackle for the Tornadoes. And a third and goal here. Chance for a big hold for the NATO defense. We'll see if they try something here to the left. Ball on the near hash. Hawkins takes the snap, hands it off again. This time, Hathcock will get in for the touchdown. It was a bit of a late signal, but he barreled his way in, and it is 6-0 Palmetto Prep. 2.5-minute drive there.
The O-line just bullied in the red zone right there. I'll say it right now. O-line just bullied the D-line in the red zone. It was an easy walk-in touchdown right there, Brady.
And now coming on for the extra point is number 27, Nolan Bierman. And I'm not sure that the Minutemen have a designated kicker, as Bierman listed as a linebacker, and it was a similar deal last year. They kind of threw a few random guys at kickoff specialists, at kicking field goals, punting, so it might be a kicker by committee for the Minutemen, but nonetheless, it goes through the uprights, and it is 7-0, despite the fact that our scoreboard at Ives Lamel says 24-0.
Oh, wow.
That would be a bit ridiculous.
Then we got some of our teammates doing the scoreboard over here, Wyatt Langford and Lyndon Galt. But hopefully they get it straight. They just did 7-0 Palmetto Prep.
There we go. Not to be alarmed if you did catch a glimpse of that scoreboard.
Now you need to see Brevard respond right now. They get the ball for the first time. You can see Thomas Kramer. See if he makes some plays.
Again, a revenge game, like we said, for Tommy K.
Yeah. See, like last year, he really showed out against Palmetto Prep. See if he can do it again. He got some weapons on him. Guys I talked about, my TU All-Stars, Joshua Green, number 5, and Trayvon Stewart, number 11. Actually going back there to return right now.
Okay,
Joshua
Trayvon
Green
Stewart.
and Trayvon Stewart.
Stewart from Hopkins, South Carolina. Gibson from Atlanta, Georgia, Creekside High School.
Creekside. You're really from the trenches.
Both a little bit undersized guys. Tavon Austin-esque, 5'8" and 5'7" respectively back there, and this one is booted away. It'll bounce in front of Gibson, bounce off his face mask, and now he is going to scramble to try and get something out of this, past the 20 to the 25, and knocked out of bounds a couple yards short of the 30, and that is where Kramer and the Tornadoes will set up shop.
That was a good return. Not a great catch by Joshua Gibson, my fault. But you did make something out of nothing right there. Really did make something out of nothing.
So he kind of misplayed that one, and the hop went straight into his face mask, but no Minutemen close enough to take advantage. Now here is Kramer in his Tornado offense. Stephen Luongo in the backfield. And the first one is a handoff. It will get maybe a yard or two here.
D-line just mauled him right there.
And this Tornado offensive line for the JV guys is certainly an area that might pose some concern today, especially against the bigger D-line of the Minutemen. 3 down linemen for the Minutemen. Come on. Kramer trying to make a check and get someone moved around. It's number 22, Jaden Jackson, and now there will be a delay of game penalty against the Tornadoes. Jackson was not in the right spot. He was lined up at the right wing. Kramer wanted him at the left, and by the time he was able to get him corrected, it was too late. And he'll move the Nados 5 yards back here on second down.
Brevard cannot have those mistakes today. They cannot have those mistakes
Absolutely.
today.
Can't beat yourself against a team that might have a few more guys in Palmetto Prep. Got to execute the X's and O's. Number 17, Eddie Bell, lined up wide to the right. And now there will be a timeout. Palmetto Prep calling their second timeout already. Less than 4 minutes into this ball game.
You think that would bite them in the game, in the end of the half?
Well, if the Tornadoes can keep things close, I certainly hope so. But for now, the Tornadoes trying to find their footing on offense early on. A kind of a play that got shut down, and then a mental mistake costing them 5 yards, and they're behind the chain, 2nd and 15, and already down 7-0 on the scoreboard in this one. You see the Tornadoes all huddled up. You see DJ Taylor, the NATO varsity running back, down there in the huddle trying to help his unit out. And now Kramer and the Tornadoes heading back out there after the Palmetto Prep timeout.
Zach Orr's down there, too.
Got a lot of guys down there. Got some former players coaching for anybody in the NATO community that did not see. Jaden O'Leary and Brandon Unangst, both big-time players from also the past few years for the NATOs, now on the coaching staff. Yeah.
Quarterback Miles Hayes. Another big guy.
Kramer with backs offsetting him on each side, hands this one off to Luongo, and he is swallowed up again immediately. And some ferocity from the Minutemen D-line, and now some words exchanged by Luongo and a Palmetto Prep D lineman.
O-line really has stepped it up right now. That's their second play, just getting straight demolished on the line of scrimmage.
Sort of not quite the same, but a little similar to yesterday. The Tornadoes, it took a while to get the running game going.
Yeah, they did. Hopefully they can pick it up quicker than we did yesterday.
3rd and 15 now from the 25. NATO's got to get to the 40-yard line. Kramer now will call a timeout of his own, and this is a sloppy start for the Tornado offense here. Doesn't seem like guys are lining up in the right spots. It doesn't seem like Kramer liked what he saw there. So 3 timeouts already combined from the two sides in less than 5 minutes of action.
It's kind of surprising coming from Thomas Kramer, supposed to be a veteran of this team, veteran of this offense, can't get the guys lined up.
To me, it looks like Kramer knows where the guys are supposed to be. The guys themselves don't know where they're supposed to be. Kramer's trying to adjust everybody around, and by the time he gets them in the right spot, it's too late.
That is true, but as a quarterback, you need to be a leader. You need to tell them in the huddle, hey, this is where you line up. This is what you're supposed to do. If you know your personnel out there doesn't know exactly what they're doing, you have to step up and bring that extra mile, you know.
3rd and 15, almost certainly a passing down, and we'll see if the Tornado offensive line can give Kramer some time to read things out here. Number 3, Corbin McNeil, lined up as the X receiver to the right, just outside the numbers. Can't quite make out who that is lined up wide to the left. Looks like 83 Braxton Mueller is one of them in the slot. Kramer takes the snap. Rush coming in. Kramer moves to his left, throws, knocked up in the air, and incomplete.
Almost intercepted.
Almost picked off the deflection there by Sidney Webb. And it'll be a opening drive, 3 and out for the Tornadoes. And now here comes Brennan Kafori to try and boot this thing away and flip the field.
Let's see if Brendan Kafori can flip the field right here. Also a great punter.
Looks like they might be sending guys here. Palmetto does send the rush. Kafori gets it away. It's a bit of a short punt. It will cross midfield and be picked up. And being tackled immediately there is Sidney Webb.
That was a great play by our special teams right there. Swarming to the ball, not letting the returner get any yards.
One thing that we do pride ourselves on is that special teams aspect.
It's true, Coach Hoff. Meetings every day, watching special teams, especially punt. Punt is the most important play on football.
You know, Coach Jack Wellenhofer always says, if you're a guy that's just here for the T-shirt, the jersey, and the sandwich, this isn't the place for you. He hammers special teams into everybody.
That is true. Every varsity player must be on 2 special teams at Brevard College.
Second drive for the Minutemen here. They will start just shy of midfield. Good field position for them to start this drive off. And now the lefty Hawkins takes the first snap of this drive. Rush quickly coming in. He evades one rusher and will be brought down. There is a flag. It might be a hold. It looks like 42, Deontay Taylor. Well, we have Deontay Taylor listed twice on our roster. So
23. Elijah Moore was in there, too. Now, Elijah Brown, my fault. I keep messing up that young man's name. Also, Brendan Moody wearing 33.
That penalty will be declined.
Disruption.
So Natos will take the sack, and it'll set up 2nd and long for the Minutemen here. Got a 10-yard loss there for Palmetto. And now 2nd down, handed off, and not able to make the tackle of the Tornadoes, and getting those 10 yards back immediately is the running back Hathcock.
Brendan Moody again getting into the backfield, causing disruption. Missed the tackle, but still got him.
So gain of 9, rather. 3rd and 11 here coming up. Money down for the Tornadoes. Another chance to get off the field here. And another run here. Hathcock, one man to beat. He will be brought down there. And the ball comes out, but they will say he was down. That was number 38, Jason Rodriguez, the linebacker, getting in there to make the tackle. A nice one-on-one open field tackle to possibly stall this drive out. But for now, the Palmetto offense looks like they're going to stay out there. Hawkins getting a call here. Only 15 on the play clock. He's got to hurry or else Palmetto will have to use their last timeout early on in the first quarter. Play clock down to 9. Hawkins, 6, 5. Hawkins comes set. I don't think he's going to take this snap. He will. It's a throw. Hawkins looking down the middle and incomplete. No, caught. Caught once again by Nate Branch. What a grab there. That for sure looked like he was not going to be able to hang on. But he comes down with it once again. Branch in the middle of the field making a big play, and now they're going to go quick. Hawkins calling something out to his receiver, Calvin Gilbert. And now takes the snap. Looks right, throws over the middle again. Branch this time. It's knocked down. That's number 34, Tobias Anthony. One of the T-Will All-Stars that we had before the game. Him and Elisha Brown both making plays early on here in this second drive, but Palmetto moving the ball once again. 2nd and 10 from the Tornado 26. Hawkins in the gun, running back to his right. He hands it off, and running out to the left and being brought down quickly is number 4, Caden Forbes. Forbes with his first carry. We had seen Hathcock up until that point. And now another 3rd down chance here for the Tornadoes. They got the stop on 3rd down last time, but allowed the conversion on 4th down. And we'll see if this is another 4-down situation for the Minutemen, who, again, I don't believe have a actual kicker. Play clock down to 3 already. Hawkins is not going to be able to get the snap off, and he will. No flag called. He throws quickly to Branch, who makes the catch a couple yards short of the sticks. That most definitely should have been a delay of game. That play clock sat at 0 for about 4 seconds, but I guess no one was paying attention to it.
Tobias Anthony on the QB pressure right there. Straight shooting through A-gap.
Another 4th down chance here for the Minutemen. Makes even more sense to go for it here. Short yardage, especially if you don't have a real kicker.
See if the Brevard defense can hold him right here.
Hawkins trying to convert his second 4th down of the drive. Branch, the number 3 receiver, the inside guy on the left side here. Hawkins looking, rolling out left, pressure coming. Going to try and get rid of it. Now going to try and run for it. He will get it and will be knocked out of bounds around the 10. The NATO's lost contain. They got good initial pressure, couldn't finish it off, and another 4th down conversion for the Minutemen here in the first quarter.
That was a great rush by Tobias Anthony. You just got to finish the play in the backfield, man. Got to get that sack, man.
Hawkins was just able to evade him. And now threatening once again here are the Minutemen in their second drive. Play clock down to 3, down to 1, down to 0 again, no flag. They get it off, and a run to the left, and barreling his way down to the 1-yard line is the running back, number 34. We do not have a 34 listed. Could be Cameron Warburton, who's listed as 36 at running back. Not 100% sure of that, though. Do not have a 34 on the roster we were given. Hawkins, ball on the 2. Another handoff here, and that one's going to be shut down. Moody getting in there and bringing up a 3rd down. And if they've gone for 2 4th downs already, you got to imagine that they've got 2 more chances here to score. And now the clock will stop. Look like we might have had a NATO down.
Brennan Moody was a little slow to get up.
And it's going to be offsides against the NATOs, a late flag after the play. And they will replay 2nd down. And the NATOs keep giving the Minutemen extra chances early on here. Not a recipe for success, as you see Gilbert moving out wide to the left now. Hawkins receiving the call, and now coming back in is Caden Forbes. The running back. Looks like it'll be a 2-back look here.
Play clock's at 0 once again.
Handoff there. Forbes shifting around, trying to make guys miss. He is going to get in for the touchdown. Caden Forbes, 2nd touchdown for the Minutemen in as many drives, and it is 13-0 Palmetto Prep here early on at Ives Lamel. The Tornadoes had a few chances to get stops on that drive, allowed 2 4th down conversions, and as a result, they find themselves down double digits early on here.
Also, Palmetto Prep, clock hit 0 on them 3 different times in the red zone.
Yeah,
and
clearly
not a single flag was thrown.
Nobody is watching the play clock, it seems, and Bierman again for the kick. This one is good.
That was better than the last one.
Well, the kicker's wearing gloves and bicep bands, so again, I'm going to guess he's not a primary kicker. And if he is, shout out to him. Kicker drip is legit, but
legit.
And someone has got to get an official and tell them that they need to watch the play clock when Palmetto's on the field, because that was at least 10 or 15 yards that Palmetto should have lost on that drive.
Brevard defense has some spurts right there. Brandon Moody, Tobias Anthony, both make great plays in that drive.
That front seven is doing their job. The back end's not doing a bad job either. It's just the middle of the field. They need to find a way to cover up Nate Branch a little bit better. He's been there for 2 big chunk plays down the seam.
Need your defensive backs to step up. That's what I'm talking about. David Stone and Justin Turnier. 2 guys that need to show up for the NATOs right now.
Well, Stone and Turnier really doing their job on the outside. But it's those safeties. Safeties have got to cover up the middle of the field as we have a guy coming on late here on the kickoff return team for the NATOs. And awaiting the kick once again, Josh Gibson back there with Trevon Stewart. And this is Nate Branch for the kickoff. So Nate Branch, a Swiss Army knife for the Minutemen perhaps. He'll kick this one away. This is a short kick. It is going to be fielded and dropped, and a big hit there. That one was fielded by Zaki Hutchinson. Not cleanly. He was able to pick it up again right on the sideline and got drilled. And that might be what the penalty here is for. Also could be an offsides based on where it was thrown, though.
Either one will be helpful to the NATOs right now.
We'll see
trying to get back into this game.
See what we get here. It is an offsides on the kicking team. And it'll be 5 yards from the end of the kick. That'll place the NATOs at just past or just before the 40-yard line.
Let's see if that helps.
Like the 38-yard line is where the NATOs will start, yeah. Kramer and the NATOs for their second drive, and if there was one thing the first drive showed us, it's that the offensive line is going to need to bulk up a little bit. Everybody condensed here except for the wide out to the right. Kramer rolling out to his right, pressure in his face, and he throws short of Trevon Stewart.
And Trevon Stewart, electric guy. If you could get the ball in his hands right there, would love to see what he would have done with it right there.
Maybe he held on a second too long there. Kramer had 2 guys in his face, and you got to be feeling uncomfortable early on if you're Thomas Kramer.
Yeah, the defensive line of Palmetto Prep has really been in his face all day long.
Only the second drive for the Tornadoes as Stewart and Gibson both come off. Lined up out wide to the right is Eddie Bell. And this one will be a handoff that is fumbled, and ball still on the ground. Who's got it?
Recovered by the NATOs right there.
Looks like Tornadoes still have it. That was a fumbled exchange there. Jaden Jackson, the running back, not able to hold on to that one.
This is not looking good for the NATOs right now. Late in this first quarter.
This JV offense looking like they have not even practiced so far.
That is true. Mental mistakes, not getting the quarterback-running back exchange.
And the thing is, these guys go against a defense better than Palmetto's every day in practice. So it's a bit surprising to see this many mistakes. As Doug Miller looks like he's not able to get into position, and just all sorts of confusion for the Tornado offense early on here.
I'm confused. Personally, I'm confused. I don't know what they were trying to do right there.
And apologies, I don't think that is Miller. That's Parker Summy, the tight end.
I don't know.
Miller in 49, not 39.
I do not know what the NATOs are trying to do right there. They had A.J. Gathers, T.W. All-Star in the backfield with Sumney. And then they moved motion to the same side. Never seen that before. So,
I don't think that was by design.
Very confused right there.
NATO offense not really showing us anything so far. NATO defense has had some spurts, not quite able to finish out the first 2 drives that they have been out there. But the Tornado offense, I think we're yet to see a positive play. Hopefully that turns around here. 3:47 to go in quarter number 1, 14-0 Palmetto. And as much as you hate to say it, a similar or a familiar position for the Tornadoes against these guys.
That is true. Last year, really didn't get the offense going that often against Palmetto.
Kramer rolling out right again. Looks for a man. That is Stewart, I believe. It is caught, but well short of the sticks.
They say he's incomplete, actually.
And they're going to say he wasn't able to secure the catch on the way down. And now the discussion between the referees.
Stewart says he caught it.
A catch or not catch really doesn't make that much of a difference for the Tornadoes here. Likely a punt situation either way, but it looks like they will give him the catch. Fourth down. And are they going to let Kramer and the offense go for this early?
Offense needs a spurt right here.
And no, here comes the punt unit. It'll be Kafori getting his second punt of the afternoon.
That was a great effort by Stewart right there to make that catch. A little underthrown by Thomas Kramer. He had people in his face, though. But Stewart made a great effort on the catch.
Because I see linemen there that are not even looking for work. Kafori. Another chance here. Minutemen get close to it. This one a better punt. It is fielded and fair caught at the 35 by number 6, Sidney Webb. So the Minutemen will take over again here at the 35 after another drive with nothing to show for the Tornadoes.
Brevard blocking-wise, they just look scared of Palmetto right now, in my opinion. No, like O-line, they look scared. Looks like them boys from Palmetto are just too big, too physical right now.
Tale of two different sides of the ball, trenches-wise. The defensive line is getting after it. Offensive line, not so much.
Yeah. Elijah Brown.
New quarterback here. I'm sorry to cut you off there, Trey. DJ Alston. Alston, a right-handed quarterback, hands this one off on his first play to number 12, Laquan Lemon. And he will have a first down on his first attempt of the game.
That's another play. Brendan Moody breaks into the backfield. Just cannot make the tackle in the backfield.
Got to finish those.
Shows the penetration that the D-line is getting right now. They just need to finish the play in the backfield.
Alston, another handoff here. Barreling through the hole, and now running for more. Lemon inside the 35, and two big runs to start this drive off by Laquan Lemon.
Tackled there by number 31, Logan Jones, Jiggy.
Jones there making the tackle after Lemon got through the first line of defenders. And a good start here for Alston and Lemon and the Minutemen offense. Lemon with another carry here, gets stuffed up for a second, but continues to fight for yards. And I believe we'll have another first down. Tackle there made by Jiggy again, I believe.
Making a key sub at D-line right now.
And no, that was Taylor on the tackle, perhaps an assist from Logan Jones. Alston has handed it off to Lemon. Each play of the drive so far, we'll see if they lulled them to sleep and pass here. Nope, another handoff to Lemon, but this time it's not going anywhere.
Kyle Timmons right there. Kyle Timmons, number 94, made a great play holding his water right there. Staying on the line of scrimmage, making a play.
A big boy running off the field for Palmetto Prep. Number 77, Josh Leba.
That's a big Josh right there. My boy does not miss any meals.
Resembles Trent Brown. Alston and the Minutemen here with a new set of downs. Alston dropping back to pass for the first time. Quick throw over the middle, overshoots his man. That was number 17, Wyatt Hurley. Just out of the reach there, Alston led him a bit too far.
Looks like Austin, he rushed that pass a little. I don't think he really needs to just yet.
Yeah, timing looked a little bit weird there. Second down and 10 from the 21. 58 seconds to go here in quarter number one. Screen pass here, and it is dropped. Lemon, who had such a good start to this drive rushing the ball, gets a little bit of butterfingers there. Not able to haul that one in, and another third down opportunity here for Palmetto Prep. NATOs have held their ground on a few third downs, but giving up a few crucial fourth down conversions.
See if that stops right here. Kyle Timmons made a great play on that screen. Heard the footsteps drop the ball.
3rd and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line. Alston with backs to each side here.
Keep your eyes on Elijah Brown right here.
Motion
23.
out to the right. Now the screen coming up and making the play there. Dave Stone comes
T-Will
in
All-Star
and
David
shuts
Stone.
that one down. Nobody blocked him there. He saw the key, triggered, and immediately made the play. No one came to block him on that one.
That's why he's a T-Will All-Star. Straight instinct play right there.
So now a 4th down and 16, and a bit disrespectful. Palmetto going for it here.
Well, remember, they don't have
And again,
a kicker.
yeah, lack of a kicker, but still, goodness gracious. Need this stop. 3 out wide to the left, 1 to the right. Alston dropping back, quick pressure, throws a screen out to Lemon. Lemon slips, loses his footing. Now he'll be brought down short of the chains. And a fumble, they will say, goes to the NATOs.
Is that Brendan Moody?
Moody again.
Making his name well known in this JV game. Brendan Moody, number 33.
This
guy is a dog.
End of the first quarter. And it'll send us to the second with the NATOs possessing the football after a big 4th down stop. Fumble or not, he was going to be short and turn the ball over on downs, but instead he figured he'd just go ahead and turn it over the regular way, letting the ball slip out of his hands. And when we get back, it'll be 1st down Tornadoes. 14-0 Minutemen as we head to the second here at Ives Lamel. Back here at Ives Lamel, we've got a replay of the fumble there, the big play. Brandon Moody getting in there right after a big play from Dave Stone. And now the NATOs taking over after that 4th down fumble. Thomas Kramer and the NATOs still looking for their first down here on drive number 3. Kramer, quick throw over the middle, is knocked down at the line. Did that hit one of his linemen?
I think the defensive lineman deflected it. A nice little like J.J. Watt swat right there at the line of scrimmage. Smacked the ball away.
2nd down and 10. Coming out wide to the left, Corin McKay. Out to the right, Eddie Bell. And now a handoff immediately swallowed up there, and this Tornado offensive line is not doing any favors for the guys in the backfield. And now quickly a 3rd down coming for the NATOs once again.
O-line, I'm going to be honest, it's looking pitiful right now. He's looking pure pitiful.
I'm not sure anybody could disagree with you on that one, but still only the 2nd quarter. Hopefully can get into some sort of groove here. Out wide to the left, Corbin McNeil. 3rd and 10 for the NATOs. Kramer, quick drop, throws out to the right, and making the catch on the screen and being well short there is number 43, Dominic O'Brien is who we have on the roster, but that is not who that is. Number 13 rather. There's no 13 on this roster. Folks, apologies.
It looks like
Jared
Smith.
The roster that we were given, a lot of misplaced names and numbers, but the jersey situation kind of lends itself to that. If you have seen which jerseys we do and do not have.
Number 13 is Jared Smith, also known as J Red on the team.
There's Jared Smith on the catch, falling short, only getting a yard there. So 3rd punt for Kafori. And the Minutemen seem to be getting closer and closer on each one. There's going to be a flag. Kafori is hit. It is a good punt. That one is going to roll
demolished.
to the 26, but Kafori gets up, limping off the field.
Talk about a trooper. Brendan Kafori just got straight slaughtered right there on the punt. Gets up, jogs it off. I want more. Running back on the field, I want more.
Brendan Kafori has had a wild 12 hours. We heard from inside sources that he may or may not have been smacked in the face by Eli Carr last night.
I did hear that.
Eli Carr and Joe Powell.
Causing a bloody nose. 55-yarder.
55-yarder there despite the contact. And
talk about Brendan Kafori,
now
man.
Thomas Kramer and the NATO is going to get another chance. And
This
again,
guy.
like we said, Brendan Kafori, a soldier, got slapped in the face last night by Eli Carr and Joe Powell, and then just got hit right there and still nailed a 55-yarder.
Then, Brendan Kafori, man, I love it.
You got to put him with the T.U. All-Stars after
T.U.
that one.
All-Star. He might be the number one T.U. All-Star every game, all the time.
Now coming in, Joshua Gibson, Thomas Kramer, and the NATO offense up to their own 35. And that's kind of the game this has been for the offense. Their first down comes from a roughing the kicker.
Hey, get it how you get it, man. Ain't no shame in the game.
Motion here, Kramer, little jet toss, and play will be blown dead by the officials. That was number 4, Anthony Simpkins getting that one, but it'll be a false start.
It was blown dead, but that play looked deaded in either way.
Yeah, it didn't look like they were going to get much there. Sort of had the edge sealed off quickly, did Palmetto Prep. And a false start will move the NATOs back 5 yards. And we've seen a lot of the NATOs moving backwards so far on offense.
Yeah.
Despite the veteran quarterback, Thomas Kramer, the rest of the guys around him can't seem to piece it together yet. Simpkins out wide to the left with Aiden Froelich as the 2 guy. As Kramer wasn't ready for that snap, he fumbles it and drops down on it, and the Tornadoes just seem to lose yards every play right now.
Man, this Brevard offense reminds me of an 02 Corolla not running. Just looking straight bad. Simple mental mistakes. Getting straight demoralized on the line of scrimmage.
And you better believe if you've ever met Martin Bayless that he's going to get into these guys at halftime.
Best believe it.
There might be a few words we can't say on the air.
Whole lot of bleeps. A lot of bleeps and beeps.
2nd and 20 here for the NATO offense. Kramer takes the snap, is able to handle it this time. It is a handoff. That one to number 15, Matthew Cantrell, for a minimal gain. So it'll be 3rd and long for the NATOs here. About 11 and a half to go in the first half. Still only 14-0. The defense trying to keep things together here. 3rd and 17 after the 3-yard gain from Cantrell.
See if the NATOs could do something right here on 3rd down. 3rd and 17. Oof. I'm expecting a pass right here, but we'll see.
You got to give Kramer enough time back there. It's really a lot of these issues are stemming from the offensive line so far, just if you're calling it objectively. And 3rd and 17 try here for Kramer. Sends a man in motion. Another jet toss. Gets a hole. Running hard and running about 9 yards short of the first, but still a good gain there for George Rennie. The freshman, 6'3", 175 out of Sunbury, North Carolina.
George is a guy. In our inter-team scrimmage, caught a touchdown.
I believe that was your first introduction to him because
I did not know who that man was.
George caught the touchdown, and Trey said, "Who is that?"
Very confused on his presence on the field.
And here's Brendan Kafori again, the wounded warrior, coming out to punt and had a 55-yarder that ended up not being official because of the penalty. And now this one, another good punt from Kafori. Getting down the field as the NATO's coverage team can't make the first tackle and able to – no, they can't get the second tackle either. They finally push him out of bounds around the 35.
Couldn't make the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Oof.
Some shiftiness there from Sidney Webb returning that one. And now for the fourth time, here comes the Tornado defense. Gave up 2 touchdown drives, but progressively have gotten better each drive. The first drive was sort of a quick one. The second one gave up a few unfortunate fourth downs and then got that big fourth down stop with the forced fumble last time around. So the Tornado defense, as opposed to the offense, seems to be on the up and up.
Yeah, but I want to talk about Brandon Kapori one more time. He's walking a little gingerly on that leg that got swept on the punt. But, again, flipping the field for the NATOs right there. Just a straight dog, Brandon Kapori, man.
Some new DBs in for the Tornadoes.
Is that Kenneth?
Looks like it might be Kenneth Taylor and then Carter Taylor on the other side. This one, a fake screen. Now rolling out to his left is Alston. He will throw down the field to a man wide open, but he will skip it in front of him, incomplete.
That was great coverage by the NATOs right there. He wanted to throw it to that little bubble screen down low on the right here. It was covered by Kenneth.
Yeah, it was intended for number 15, Kyle Booth. And who's in at safety? Looks like Carter Rollerson. And it says Kenneth Thomas. Kenneth is out there, whether it's at safety or corner, but I believe he's the left corner wearing
that's boy Tic
number
Tac
30 something. And
safety.
now a screen here, bringing down for the tackle. It looked a little bit dicey there for a second. A stiff arm attempt there.
Great effort.
But I believe that might be Bryson Ruggs.
At number 20?
Yeah, at safety. And if it is Bryson Ruggs, fun fact, actually, the cousin of some former Alabama football players, including Henry Ruggs III.
Henry Ruggs III, straight speedster right there. Oof. Unfortunate what happened to him.
Anyways, 3rd and 6 for the Minutemen. Alston in the gun, back to his right, is trying to evade the pressure, finds his running back for a first down. The safety valve there, number 34, Cameron Warburton.
Ruggs is not afraid to get his nose dirty right now. Second tackle in a row right there.
So a new set of downs here about halfway through the second quarter for the Minutemen. Right past midfield, ball on the 49 of the Tornadoes. Alston takes the snap, rolls out left, looking down the field. Long bomb, it is incomplete. Carter Rollerson on the coverage, tic-tac, making the play.
That was a great play by him right
Nickname affectionately given to him by Ladarius Wiley and the rest of the DB room. Tic-tac, making the play there.
That was a fantastic play right there. Reading coverage, getting his eyes on the ball.
Second down after the big pass breakup for Carter Rollerson.
See if the defensive line could do something right here.
Alston in the gun to the running back to his left. He hands it off. And a big run here, breaking through contact, is Warburton for another first down. Now a late hit. Looks like someone got hit late. Zaki Hutchinson was hit very, very late by number 62, Ahmad Shah.
That was just uncalled for right there.
And now some words for the Tornadoes. You see number 33. You said that was Brandon Moody wearing 33?
Yeah.
He did not like that.
Not like that at all. But that's what we were taught in the D-line room.
And that will be a flag against Palmetto as expected. That'll move him back just behind midfield. He was playing corner earlier. He's not in right now. So a first down here for Palmetto after the penalty, but they will be moved back.
Christian Williams in at nose for the NATOs right now. I think he's number 52, 56, I'm not mistaken.
Alston still in at QB. Takes the snap, dropping back, looking to his right for the screen, almost intercepted, and that one is knocked out, caught by another guy, 81. That was a wacky play all around, but the Tornadoes able to make it nonetheless.
Elijah Brown, 2 All-Star, and Devon Taylor both there, make the tackle right there.
That was knocked out of the hands of the intended receiver and fell into the hands of perhaps Victavion Harris. It's 81, but we do not have an 81 on this roster. And once again, apologies, folks.
Kyle Timmons
Clearly,
on
the announcers knowing which players are which was not either of these coaches' priority.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
So 2nd and 12 after the big play by the NATO defense. Alston fakes to his left, now rolls out right, throwing deep down the sideline. Taylor, oh, what a catch. What a catch there by Palmetto Prep. Kenneth Taylor was in coverage, and Titus Myers took it right off his helmet.
Talk about a catch right there, Brady. Talk about a catch. That might be on Monday Night Football. You got mossed, because that was ridiculous.
And Myers giving Kenneth Taylor some barber work there on the near side of the field.
That was outlandish.
1st and goal.
Might check that man
from the
burst
2.
after that one.
Whew. What a catch. Throw is a little bit behind. And now throw over the middle is caught for the touchdown by, I believe, Wyatt Hurley there.
That was a dot.
A good throw on the slant from number 2. Alston will hit Hurley, and it is a 3-score lead for the Minutemen now with just under 6.5 to go here in half number 1. And so, apologies, we had been, if you could hear over the PA system, we had been calling 2 guys as the opposite numbers. Carter Rollerson actually wearing number 18 and Justin Tournier wearing number 6, but we had been calling each of them the other one's name. Apologies for that there. The PAT coming here for the Minutemen is good. Someone's helmet came off on that one.
It's getting a little chippy down there.
But it's still
trenches.
A good kick. And 21-0 Palmetto Prep here with 6:28 to go in the first half. NATO's need a spark and quickly.
I think Thomas Kramer needs to make a play right here. Coming up on offense. NATO's been struggling all game on offense. Really need a veteran presence right now to make a play.
And we've got a replay on hand here for that catch that put Palmetto down near the goal line. Really just an unbelievable catch by Titus Myers.
Yeah, we might have to call somebody, check his age, because that looked insane.
Looking like a basketball player on that one.
Like a grown man against little children right there.
It wasn't bad coverage by Taylor at all either. Just a guy making a play.
No slack on the Brevard corner right there. Just a grown man play right there. Getting up top and making a great catch.
As a DB, I know that is a sickening feeling when something like that happens to you. And it seemed it was Kenneth Taylor's turn for that to happen to him. So Brevard going to return this kick. That one booted by Nate Branch, who we were calling a bunch earlier. Fielded by Gibson. Slows down for a second, now takes off. He's
Gibson.
at the 30. He's got a crease. The 40. The 50. Tries to make a move and knocked out of bounds. Just inside the 40. Josh Gibson making the play there, and perhaps that spark we were talking about for the Tornadoes. It'll have Kramer and the offense in plus territory before even taking a snap.
I'm telling you, I told y'all before the game, Joshua Gibson, T-Will All-Star. His boy came to play.
Gibson, at the beginning of that play, kind of confused me. He sort of stopped for a second. I guess he was letting the blocks develop, but he was able to find that crease on the left side, and the Minutemen were lucky they had that safety. New quarterback is Elijah Berghaze, a freshman. And his first play hands off to the left, and a good block there by number 77, Ashton Williams, driving his guy all the way over to the Tornado coaches on the sideline.
That's the type of intensity the O-line needs today. Like Asher Williams, another T-Will All-Star I mentioned. He needs to take charge of the O-line right now. Everybody needs to have the intensity he's having right now.
A good block, but only a couple of yards there. 2nd and 8 from the 35. Second and 8. Berg Hayes, another handoff, and this one will be cut short. That was number 28, Bennett McCreary, on the carry, and now a 3rd down coming here for Berg Hayes and the Tornado offense. NATO's still looking for their first true first down conversion with 5:44 to go in half number 1. Number 3 out wide, Corbin McNeil to the left, and then a tight bunch over to the right. This one a slant overthrown and off the hands of McNeil there.
Timing was not there.
Berg Hayes' timing was not there, and the throw was a bit high. And as a result, another 4th down for the NATOs. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go for this one, and I think they may. Coming in now is number 10, George Rennie, who we saw have a grab earlier.
Let's see what the offense has dialed up
4th and 8. Big play.
Empty formation from the offense.
3 out wide to the right, 2 to the left. Berg Hayes takes the snap. Immediate pressure. Rolls out right, looking, throws it straight into the dirt.
That was horrific.
A 4 and out there for the Tornado offense, and the Minutemen will come back onto the field with their offensive unit after scoring the last time out thanks to a great catch from Titus Myers deep down the right sideline.
I'm going to give Berg Hayes the benefit of the doubt right here. Just getting in. He needs to warm up his arm a little because that last throw, I can tell you that was not it. It was not it.
To be fair, the left side of the line instantly caved to the pressure, and he had to roll out right, but still got to give a little bit more competitive throw, but it was going to be short of the sticks either way. The Minutemen will take over from their own 35, up 21-0, and another new quarterback now, Carter Barnes. Barnes will hand it off, a big hole on the right side, running for a good gain there is
another one, Brendan Moody.
Number 26, Kareem Hathcock, who we hadn't seen since that opening drive.
Another tackle by Brendan Moody right there, number 33. He's literally teleporting on the field right now, everywhere for the NATOs on defense.
Kenneth Taylor still into that left corner spot. Dropping back, stepping up. Barnes throwing a beautiful ball down the field, but just a bit overthrown. That was a great throw and showing off the arm strength, but perhaps a bit too much of it there from Barnes.
Brendan Moody, again, all in the quarterback space.
But now coming off the field, holding the back of his leg. Hopefully Moody is all right.
With his helmet off.
It's just a cramp.
Hopefully.
Moody will make his way over to the bench. And
if
it
he
looks
can make
like
it.
Coming in for him now is Deontay Taylor. 3rd and 2. Barnes keeps it himself and will get the first down.
That's some tough running.
Just shy of midfield. A good keep there on the option. Yes, Jason Rodriguez once again on the tackle. New set of downs for the Minutemen. Ball on their own 48. Barnes dropping back, looks to his right, pressure coming in. He is going to evade the sack, now rolls to his left, and he is going to take off and get a gain of about 8, but a flag on the other side of the field. We'll see what that is.
Kyle Timmons, man.
Kyle Timmons should have had that sack.
Beating himself up right now. That was the money shot for Kyle Timmons, also known as Timmy in the D-line room. The play you've been waiting for your entire life, you cannot miss one of those. Kyle Timmons, truly upset with himself right now.
There will be no flag on the play after all, so about a gain of 7 for Barnes on the quarterback scramble. And Barnes, quick snap, throws out to the right, and missing tackles there, the Tornadoes, missing another tackle, and finally brought down by a group of Tornadoes headed up by, I believe, Tobias Anthony. 4 or 5 missed tackles there by the Tornadoes, and that's just not going to get it done.
Tobias Anthony is hurt right now, holding his ankle or something on his leg.
Anthony, still laying on the ground now, able to get up on his own strength and trying to stay out there.
Just a straight dog right now, just getting up.
And it looks like he is going to step out. We've got a timeout, I believe, taken by the Tornadoes. No, an injury timeout. First down and 10 for the Minutemen from the Tornado 38, threatening to score for the 4th time here. Barnes at quarterback. Hathcock to his left, now a man in motion out of the left. He'll fake the screen. He'll step up. He'll take off again. Barnes making moves and being tackled maybe 3 yards short of the sticks. And Barnes, it seems like when his first read's not there, he's just taking off.
Yeah, but Brevard is doing a great job covering. Make sure that first option is never there.
That coverage is doing a good job right now. Just got to start getting home.
Looks like he's looking for this swing route out the backfield every time, being covered by our defensive ends right now, outside linebackers.
Nados have some guys coming out, some guys coming in. 2nd and 4 from the 32. Same motion, same look to the left. This time he's drilled as he throws it. It will be caught out of bounds, well out of bounds there by number 80, Calvin Gilbert.
Hunter Davis on the pressure right there.
And he delivered a pretty good hit. Davis there in the backfield. Barnes got hit, and now another 3rd down try for the Tornado defense.
See if the Nados can hold him right here. Because, again, Palmetto does not have a kicker. So if they hold him, they'll give 0 points.
3rd and 4. Barnes with Hathcock to his left. Now fakes the handoff, throws quickly over the middle for a first down. Number 1, Nate Branch, once again. Branch over the middle. And the Minutemen move up to the Tornado 25 here with 2:34 and counting to go in half number 1. Barnes, quick screen over to the left, and the tackle missed on the first effort, then brought down after a gain of a few. It looks like that may have been Stone that could not make the tackle.
Ruggs coming up and making the tackle right there.
And Bryson Ruggs on the tackle after Stone was not able to get him.
Said his name a couple times today. Really getting his nose dirty today.
B. Ruggs moves out to the left to guard that number 2 now. A fade ball down the left side. Oh! Once again, this time over Dave Stone. This is number 80, Calvin Gilbert, just going up. And Stone is a tall, lanky corner, and he just was not prepared for the quickness of that one. Gilbert, maybe 4 steps out of there on the fade, saw the ball coming in and just went up over him and made the catch. And that is twice we have seen the Minutemen receivers climb the ladder to make a big play. It is 27-0 Palmetto Prep with 1:54 to go here in the half. And the way that the Tornadoes offense has been operating, I would not be surprised to see the Minutemen get the ball once again in this half, as that one is good. 28-0.
Looking like Calvin Johnson right there.
We've got a replay right here. See the throw down the left sideline, and he just goes up over Stone to make the grab.
He said only big boys aren't allowed on the top shelf right there. Really getting up there.
28-0 here with just under 2 minutes to go in the first half, and Not the greatest showing of Tornado football that we have seen to this point, I don't think.
Not at all. It's really disheartening to watch right now.
I mean, we know how hard these guys work throughout the week. It's not a matter of not trying or a lack of effort.
Oh.
It's the little mistakes. As Coach Kyatt likes to say, there's no such thing as the little things.
There is not, because everything has to be perfect.
And we've got some fans sending in some they're voicing their approval of the commentary here today. Tornado defensive back James Woods just said in some words that he's finding some humor in the broadcast. So there's at least that. There's not as much to watch on the field. At least we can provide something.
Cornerback Draco
This
Slime,
one will be
James
returned
Woods.
by Trevon Stewart. Stewart cuts up the middle, and he will be brought down, driven back there.
Oh.
And
Getting a little
it
chippy
looks
right
a little
there.
chippy, yeah. Flag flying in. I think that one's going to go against us.
Rodriguez getting in there.
Can I just say it's really hot in this booth?
Who are you telling, man? The sun is beaming.
Hot in the booth, and then the Minutemen turning up the heat on the Tornadoes right now.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Rodriguez got a little hot in the kitchen. Couldn't take it.
You see Tornado All-American DB down there on the sidelines. Jock Pledger trying to get the guys right. Had an interception yesterday. Had a really good game, as a matter of fact.
Very clutch interception. I feel turned the whole Tornadoes defense around yesterday. When he
That
caught
was
pick in the
sort of
red
a
zone.
segment where the Tornadoes got that interception, blocked a kick, forced a fumble. It was a really good late first half showing after, let's be honest, a abysmal early first half showing. Once we got in that sub package, there really wasn't much that Warner could do.
Kind of makes you think if you were in there sub package the whole time, would Warner scored at all?
Got to flip the page on that one though, as Kramer back in there, steps up, has the most time he's had all day, and completes a ball to number 10, George Rennie.
George Rennie.
And see, Kramer able to go through his progressions there with time. The O-line, maybe their best snap of the day right there.
So that's why I was talking about Thomas Kramer being the veteran right now. Just give him a little bit of time. He can make a play. I promise you.
1:20 to go in the first half. Kramer dropping back. There's a free rusher coming. Kramer moves up to his left. He's going to have to just take off, and will be right near the sticks.
Gets the first
I
down.
believe he does get it, yes, and gets out of bounds. There was a few times Kramer wanted to throw that ball and just didn't see anything there. Somebody was supposed to, I believe it may have been the running back, was supposed to pick up number 41 off the edge. That might be Ian Rembert or Sean Cook. We have them listed as 40 and 42. Do not have a 41, but either way, nobody picked that guy up off the right edge, and Kramer had to get out of there.
Kramer looking like Johnny Manziel. Call him Tommy Football right now. Making plays, scrambling around.
Well,
Time.
let's save that moniker for when we score. Kramer rolling out to the right, throws this one up, and it'll fly out of bounds harmlessly to the Palmetto sideline. And that's no shot at Thomas Kramer either. It's really not his shortcomings that are causing the offense to sputter like this. But
Thomas Kramer, also known as Ice Cream on the team.
he's been around the block.
Been around block a couple times. Reversed it. Started it up. Put it in park. Sat there for a minute. Ate a sandwich. He really been here for a while.
I heard Thomas Kramer started school here before the Boshemer gym was built.
I heard he was here before Jones, the dorm. But
That's respect.
that is respect.
Kramer drops back, throws over the middle. That one caught
That's truly respect.
Caught by number 4 by Anthony Simpkins.
Anthony Simpkins, that's truly respect.
Clock
right there.
ticking, less than a minute, and we'll see how eager the Tornadoes are to try and score here. 3rd and 5. And this play will likely determine what they do the rest of the drive. Kramer has time, moves to his left, looking for somebody, retreats now, throws it out of bounds. And it looked like Kramer may have had Rennie back here, but did not pull the trigger on it. And it'll be 4th down. And I got to assume a punt is coming here. You don't want to give Palmetto the ball once again in your territory. And, yep, Here they come once again. This will be Kafori once again. Kafori might be the most impressive player of the game so far.
Right now he's heading up to All-Star Player of the Game.
Imagine if we just saw Brandon Kafori pull a Joey Julius and just light someone up down the field.
I will erupt. I will simply erupt. Or if he pulls a fake punt and scores.
High snap, Kafori has it, gets it away. Another good punt by Brennan, and that one is going to be caught and tackled immediately inside the 40. There's a flag. Did he call for a fair catch?
I didn't see a fair catch.
I did not see a fair catch signal. I'm not sure what that one's going to be. If it's fair catch interference, that is just not what happened.
Brennan Kafori, another great job flipping the field for the NATOs right there. A little upset about the punt, though. You can see him walking on the sideline, 36.
It is against the Tornadoes. Was it interference? I guess they're going to rule that he hit him before the ball was caught and possessed. That one is a bit more argument than a fair catch interference.
Let's see if we can get a replay on that. See exactly what happened.
I'm not sure if we do have one or not. .37.5 seconds to go. Palmetto only with one timeout remaining.
31 seconds.
Palmetto going trips to the right.
Palmetto,
Receivers.
I believe that's Barnes back in there at quarterback. Carter Barnes.
Calling for 31
seconds on the game clock as the officials phone up here. Minutemen will start just inside of midfield after the penalty. 49-yard line of Brevard. Barnes dropping back, immediate pressure. Rolling out to his left. He is going to be hit hard and brought down by a swarm of Tornadoes.
Oh, Kyle Timmons gets him back.
Timmons getting in there as well as Deontay Taylor and Doby.
Kyle Timmons gets his revenge.
Joshua Doby, Kyle Timmons, and Deontay Taylor combining the trio in there to make the sack, and that is going to be the half. Tornadoes did some good things, mainly on the defensive side of the ball, but they find themselves down 4 scores, 28-0 here at the half. And Trey, tell us a little bit about what you saw and what you analyzed during that first half.
The first half, I'm just going to be honest, Palmetto was dominating the line of scrimmage offensively. They our D-line at the beginning could not get anything going until the second quarter. In the second quarter, Brendan Moody really showed up. Elijah Brown really showed up. Kyle Timmons really showed up. Now, Palmetto on the defensive side, again, dominating the line of scrimmage. Our offensive line really cannot do anything to stop these guys right now. The offensive line really needs to give Thomas Kramer some time to make some decisions because as you've seen in the little glimpses, those little 5-6 yard catches we had, when Thomas Kramer has time, he can go make a play. Now we all see it. So just need the O-line to give him a little bit more time, and let's see what can happen in the second half.
If we can shore up the blocking, which I'm sure is going to be a point of emphasis in the locker room at the half, then perhaps we can get some more going offensively, like you said. And again, like you said, the pressure that we're generating is at the very least adequate, but to me it's been good, and we've been getting good pressure on the quarterback. The other thing is when we're getting that pressure, we got to do a little bit better job containing these Palmetto quarterbacks because it seems like we get home and they're able to roll out and just have wide open grass in front of them for a first down. And so if we can shore up those two things, the blocking and the contain, then it could be a better second half for the Tornadoes. But as it stands, 28-0 Palmetto at the half. We are going to take a break here at the intermission. Brady Penn and Trey Williams back here live in just a few minutes for the second half.
It's important to study English because language
history is everything.
Back here from Ives Lamel Family Field. Second half action about to commence here between the NATOs and the Minutemen. The Palmetto Prep Minutemen up 28-0 as we start the second half. And just a little update, Brevard Volleyball, after dropping their first 2 matches the other day at Maryville, are back in Maryville today, and in their first set against Huntingdon are leading 19-13. Something to keep an eye on NATO athletics-wise the rest of this afternoon. And here comes the opening kickoff of the second half. It's a squibber. It will be picked up by number 41 of the Tornadoes, who is brought down right behind the 40. That looks like Daniel Johnson. No, Nate Henderson, I believe. Nate Henderson returning that one.
Great heads-up play by Henderson right there. Make sure. Just don't fall down. Wait. I think that's Phoenix. 41.
Well, we were told that 41 was Nate Henderson at the half. We had some lineup adjustments. And here's Nylavan Parks lined up out wide to the right.
Snap. Nylavan Parks, bro.
I believe this is Berghaze back in at quarterback, and it'll be a handoff, bouncing off tackles, and
Nylavan
getting more
Parks.
yards after contact there is number 26, Nick Black.
Now, did y'all see the great impact block by Parks right there to free up the running back, get a couple more extra yards right there. Now Parks, another inspirational story, just like Tony Belcher.
Legitimately, yes.
Club foot.
Club
right
foot survivor. I have 2 sisters who were born with club foot, and I can't tell you, it is difficult to overcome. And Nylavan Parks playing college football, and
now he's lined up.
Now getting lined up on the ball, struggling a little bit, but there we go. He's on the ball. And Berghaze, another handoff here. This one, another hole. And breaking free here is Nick Black. Past midfield in the Tornadoes. Only, I believe, their second true converted first down of the afternoon, but some good blocking on the right side these last 2 plays. And Black doing a good job carrying the football here early on in the second half. Some new faces in, including Parks, here to start the second half off, and so far, some good production.
Also Josh Jackson.
And now a timeout coming here. Looks like a Brevard timeout.
Maybe these new faces is what Brevard offense needed.
Possibly.
Faces like Nylavan Parks to get things going. Nylavan Parks, man, like I said before, club foot survivor. I heard playing college football.
For those of you
inspirational story.
For those of you that are unfamiliar with club foot, it's pretty much when you're born and your leg is straight, your leg's normal, but your foot turns all the way out to the side. It's really painful. Like I said, I had 2 sisters that had club feet when they were born, and they were in casts and wheelchairs for the first X amount of years of their life, and both ended up being able to play a sport just like Nylavan, being able to do competitive cheer and stuff like that. So shout out to Nylavan, shout out to my sisters and all the other clubfoot survivors out here, athlete or not. And so first down for the Tornadoes here on the Minutemen side of the field. Uncharted territory for the Tornadoes today. Zion Cower lining up out wide to the left, a tight wing look to the right. That snap is fumbled by Berghaze. He is going to fall on it on the ground.
I think Brevard recovered it.
Lose a few yards, maybe a 4-yard loss there on that mishandled snap. And no, Palmetto comes away with the football. It looked like Berghaze was on it. And instead, as soon as Brevard starts to do something positive on offense, it's 1 step forward, 2 steps backwards. And the Minutemen will have their first possession of half number 2.
Brandon Moody and Elijah Brown back out there, both D linemen, trying to cause some havoc in the backfield for Palmetto. Also, Kyle Timmons out there on D-line.
The 3 guys that have been making the biggest impact so far. Sees Zaki Hutchinson at linebacker as well. Kenneth Thomas at corner. Andrew Spangler at corner as well. And now Barnes rolling out to his left. He's got plenty of room. That contain we talked about. tackle missed there, and then Barnes will fall just past the 35 of the Tornado 33. A big chunk play to start things off in the second half for Palmetto Prep.
Great tackle by Logan Jones. Jiggy making a great sideline tackle. Jiggy, another guy, kind of a vet guy we have. True leader.
Third year with the program.
He has severe asthma, you know. And he's out here playing football. Talk about an inspirational story.
Looked like someone left early. They're going to say he didn't, though. It's Branch. It hits him right in the hands and falls off. I guess the ball does not lie there. He took off early. Branch should have been called for the false start. Was not. And it goes off of his hands. He was wide open once again. Branch all day down that seam has been wide open, but not able to come down with it there.
Let's see if the Brevard defense can get a stop right here.
Second down and 10 from the 34-yard line. 3 out wide to the right, single receiver to the left. This one will be a quarterback keeper, a missed tackle, another missed tackle, and they will get him down just at the sticks. Believe he might be marked a yard short.
Brendan Moody shook out his shoes right there. Supposed to be the 10-guy quarterback player on the read option. And quarterback just shook him clean out of his cleats.
Quick snap coming here, 3rd and 1. Barnes looking deep down the left side and caught for the touchdown by Calvin Gilbert.
Calvin Gilbert
looks
looking
like that
Calvin
one.
Johnson.
That one was over Cade McCoy, I believe. And no, not Cade McCoy. That is Jeremy Burgess who that was caught on in the left side. So Gilbert once again getting into the end zone there.
Second touchdown of the day. 2 Mosses, 2 touchdowns. Talk about having a good day.
And you see Coach Ladarius Wiley talking him up, maybe asking what happened there. Doesn't look too upset, though. Obviously, these JV games, you do want to win, but above all, these are developmental games. And this kick is good. And it's 35-0 here early in the second half. Not quite a nail-biter. We've got a replay from that catch by Gilbert. See him lined up wide to the left. Gets past the corner in cover 2, and the safety just not able to stay over the top. Ball a little bit underthrown and plays to the advantage of Gilbert there for a touchdown. 35-0 here. And the Tornadoes, who had a few positive plays to start that last drive before the fumbled snap, will get another go at it here in quarter number 3. And now Jared Smith coming out late. Second time we've seen that today on the kickoff return team.
Isla Field playing mask off by Future. Let's see if the offense can take the mask off and score some touchdowns right here.
This is going to be Nate Branch once again on the kickoff. He loads up. And another short kick. This one will be taken once again by number 41, Nate Henderson. He makes a cut and now will find his way to the 40-yard line. So the strategy of short kicking it to Nate Henderson is not proven to be a fruitful one for the Minutemen so far.
Nate Henderson is not for the gimmicks, ladies and gentlemen. He is simply just not for the gimmicks. He says, give me the ball and move out of the way.
Nate Henderson running like Ricky Henderson when they kick him this ball, getting up out of there. And over the PA announcer.
Truly not for the gimmicks.
You hear our boy Phil DeMontmullen giving some shout-outs over the PA. The concessions, as this one is a carry. Breaking, cutting back, and turning nothing into something there is Vincent Griffin.
That was a great run by Vincent Griffin right there.
It looked like he was swallowed up. Just put that foot in the ground, cut to the left, and is able to salvage about 7 yards for the Tornadoes there, maybe 8.
Gain of 8, 2nd and 2.
And to anyone here at the game listening to us, they have sold out of Jets Pizza at the concessions. Sorry to disappoint whoever we may, but this is a toss play to the left. Griffin is going to get the first down on the second effort. It was starting to get wrapped up and was able to push forward.
Sounds like Griffin was too excited. He's a little bit mad about the no Jets Pizza.
Yeah,
Said I had to go get this first down. Right
taking
quick.
his aggression out for no Jets.
Yeah, sounds like he loves that Jets Pizza.
So second time here in the second half that the NATOs have gotten to the plus side of the field. Last time had a fumbled snap. Berghayes still in there, the one that fumbled the snap. Takes this one, hands it off once again, and Griffin trying to get some yardage there, might get a yard.
That was good by Palmetto Prep's D-line right there, getting into the backfield.
It is starting to get toasty in this press box.
Who are you telling,
Bacon
man?
like an egg.
Feels like, I don't even know, something hot. Can't think of a good analogy.
It happens. Second and 9. Handoff here to the right side. Luongo, he is bottled up and is going to break off the tackles and is, as a result, going to lose even more yardage. So scratch the Tornadoes being on the plus side of the field. The Minutemen trying to say the ball came out and they came away with it. I don't believe that to be the case. It looks like the NATOs retained possession.
Tough run right there, though.
You know, great effort there from Luongo, but from the jump, that play was just dead. 3rd and 15 here. Ball on the 46.
I have a special shout out to my brother, Jordan Williams. Just texted me. Told me to shout him out. Shouts out to my brother.
Berghayes breaking tackles, not looking to throw the football. And he will lose some yardage there. It is a sack. And here comes the punt team once again for the Tornadoes. And Berghayes, not sure if nothing was open there or if that was just a bad decision. But regardless, nothing going there on that drive for the Tornadoes. When they were handing the ball off early on in the drive to Vincent Griffin, things were going well. And then they kind of went away from that. And you see where they are now on the field.
It's no longer Brendan Gafori out there to punt.
This will be number 31, Brian Wamsley, my locker mate out of West Ashley High School, home to Zach Orr in the past. West Ashley Wildcats, I believe, out of Charleston, South Carolina. Chucktown Brian. I'm going to try and send this one.
Brian Wamsley, pretty sure that's the punter that came wearing overalls one day.
That did indeed happen as Brian sends this one up in the air. It is heading out of bounds. No, it'll stay in. Gets a bounce back towards the field and will be down at the 35-yard line. Not a bad punt from Brian. I believe his first college punt.
Congratulations to Brian.
And that is true. He did show up to the team stretch in overalls. But I respect the fashion statement personally.
It truly is respect. Call him a
And
real fashion-forward guy.
here come the NATOs again. Some new D linemen. Looks like Chris Williams out there.
And Thomas Heath at defensive end with Kyle Timmons.
Yeah, this one a handoff. Trying to cut back and find some room is number 6.
Oh, snap.
Webb in a big block down the field.
At first, if I can dissect the play for a second, Chris Williams, he did hold his block for a while, two-gapping, not allowing the running back to pick either a gap, and then it did not end well for him getting drove 15 yards downfield and getting pancaked. But shouts out to Chris. He really made that play.
2nd down and 7. New quarterback in there for Palmetto as this carry is taken by number 4, Caden Forbes, and not much going there.
Jones.
getting jiggy with it in the backfield.
La da 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 la da 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 da. Get jiggy with it. Da 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 da. Yeah, little Will Smith coming from me. Logan Jones.
Beautiful vocals.
Thank you.
As a third down here for Palmetto, who has a new quarterback in on the drive. Kyle Hawkins, who we saw to start the game off, is back in there on a 3rd and 6 from their own 39. Hawkins takes the snap, play action. Stepping up, moving to his right. He evades one tackler. No, he does not. Brandon Moody able to stay home.
Helmet came off. He might have took a crazy hit right there.
Stay with him. And Moody on the ground.
Oh, is he okay?
And the trainers are running out there to check on Brandon Moody. And we will step aside for a moment as they check on Brandon. Back here in just a moment from Ives Lamel.
Every cheer, for every play, we know there's a little prayer that no one gets hurt. That's why we are there too. Party athletic trainers, physicians, and specialists. We're watching closely for any sign that someone needs care. And if your child is hurt, they're seen right away by the region's top specialists. The Party Sports Medicine team is at every game, match, race, practice, and workout, providing medical attention and guidance. For us, winning is all about playing healthy and smart so you can perform at your best.
It's important to study English because
Back here at Ives Lamel, Brandon Moody being carted off. Hopefully everything is all right for him. You see Coach Bayless out at midfield was checking on his player now, talking to the trainers, trying to figure out what's going on. Moody was making a play. I believe his helmet may have came off when he got hit. Not trying to speculate, but hoping that he's all right as he is getting ready to be carted off. And a shame for Moody, who was having a really good start to this ball game. One of the young D linemen, Trey, that you talked about in the pregame.
Yeah, Brendan Moody, one of the most promising D linemen we have coming into this freshman class. Like, this guy is a bona fide star in the making, I'm telling you right now. And hopefully it's not too serious of an injury. Hopefully he'll be back soon. Moody, we're waiting on you. We're praying for you, brother. The mob loves you. D-line loves you. Hope you'll be back.
And does force a fourth down for Palmetto, who after the long break is going to go for it. Had time to talk about what they want to do. And the snap here to Hawkins. He's under pressure. That one knocked up in the air. Incomplete there. Number 42 on the pass breakup, Deontay Taylor.
Deontay Taylor having a great game. Another guy making his name well known today.
Turnover on downs for Brevard football.
Great stop by the Brevard defense right there, getting off the field.
And so for the third time, the Tornadoes will have a drive inside of the 50 on the plus side of the field. And again, it'll be Elijah Berghaze, who we need to see a little bit more out of.
Yeah, true. He needs to be able to make his reads, maybe make his throws better. That's what we've not been seeing. Little noodle armish we've seen. Hopefully
I'm not gonna say all that, but 6:50 to go here in the third, and the Tornadoes taking over. Toss play out to the right. This one is Gathers. AJ Gathers, a big hit there on the block attempt. That was Trevon Stewart, who got kind of leveled.
Block's a block. His guy didn't make the tackle. I'll take it.
He got in the way. Probably not the way he would have liked to get in the way, but he got in the way.
Got in the way.
So AJ Gathers with about a 5-yard gain on the toss play, maybe 6. And it'll be 2nd and 4 from the 35. NATO's still looking for their first score. And a toss play this time to the left. And that one, there's going to be flags flying everywhere. Might be a hold coming back here. 3 different flags. That was number 22. No, number 22, Jaden Jackson on the carry. Carter Taylor's a defensive player.
Check that, number 22,
Jaden Jackson there on the run. There's a flag, a bunch of flags actually, that came flying in, and we'll have to see what that is for. Just over 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter of a game that has been all Palmetto prep. NATO's in the huddle, and here comes the call. It'll be a hold against the Tornadoes, as we suspected. That'll move them back to, I believe, the 45-yard line.
These are the mistakes that are holding the Brevard offense back. These little holes, these fumbles, these incompletions. This is the reason why we can't get anything going on offense right now.
Berghaze, instant pressure, throws over the middle, caught by Jared Smith.
Berghaze getting hit by his own tackle right there. I've never seen that before in football.
There's another flag here. It might be on the Tornado line again.
Should be roughing the passer.
And no, it'll be offsides against the defense. And replay 2nd down.
2nd and 10 for the Tornadoes.
Second and 10, ball on the 41-yard line. Berghaze running back to his left. Number 41, Nate Henderson. And a quick throw here. He pumps and will go down for the sack. Berghaze brought down. He wanted something short, pump faked it, and
He got something short. The play was short.
Was a short play. Now Berghaze limping over to the sideline, getting the call from Coach Miles Hayes, former Brevard quarterback himself, and just laboring back to the huddle is Elijah Berghaze.
Yeah, he took a pretty – it wasn't a big hit, probably wasn't the biggest hit, but those hits pile up.
Sometimes when you get somebody trapped up under your legs like that, you can get a thing twisted, something like that. Less than 5 minutes to go in the third. Berghaze, a delayed handoff here to Gathers. Gathers breaks a couple of tackles, and they will rally and bring him down around the Palmetto 45.
A.J. Gathers is a T.O. All-Star guy. Takes the whole team to bring him down right there. Told you, a big, burly running back. Runs hard. Probably one of the hardest runners in the running back room this year. A.J. Gathers.
Running between the tackles has been a struggle for the Tornadoes all day. The little success that they have had running the ball today, I feel like, has come from outside the tackles. And the NATOs might as well at this point, down 35-0 and in plus territory. They're going to go for it. 4th and 13 for the Palmetto 44.
I'm looking for Brevard to stretch the field right here. I'm looking for him try to throw it deep, try to score some touchdowns right here. Got Javon Stewart out wide.
You got to have the time for that. They're going to go empty and send Gathers out wide at the left. And we'll see what kind of rush Palmetto brings. They rush 3. One of them instantly gets back there. Berghaze is just going to fall and take the sack. I don't know what he was doing there.
I don't think he can plant on his right foot.
Yeah, Berghaze does not look healthy right now. He is going to limp back off the field. The pressure immediately came from that side, and he kind of just succumbed to it.
Noah Westbrook just whiffed on his block right there. Almost got Berghaze killed.
And now
it does not look he can plant on his right foot.
Palmetto
getting helped off the field.
Take over on the plus side of the field. Tornado defense on mop-up duty once again here. Down 35-0 here with 3:37 to go in the third. New quarterback in for Palmetto, going deep instantly, and that one will fly out of bounds. This quarterback is DJ Alston, who is the second guy that we saw come in for Palmetto earlier in the ball game. We saw Hawkins and then Alston and then Carter Barnes. Barnes took a few drives. We saw Hawkins back in last time, and now Alston back in there. A 3-man rotation at quarterback, and something you can certainly play with more when you're up 35-0.
Update on Brandon Moody. He's on the sideline. His pads off, but he's walking around perfectly.
This one is Lemon, I believe, getting the handoff. There it is, and he will have enough for the first. And Lemon is racking up the rushing yards. Seems like every time he's gotten the ball, he's gotten past the sticks.
Chris Williams comes in and check out Kyle Timmons. A little limpy off the field.
Looks like Thomas Kramer will be in at QB on the next drive, with Berghaze being injured on that last drive. You see Tommy K warming up once again. Rolling out to his left here is Alston. He is going to make a move and stiff arm a Tornado defender to the ground. I'm not sure. That might have been Zaki Hutchinson. They caught that stiff arm. It was either him or Deontay Taylor.
You got to check his birth certificate. That was insane.
That
looked like a 12th grader playing against 7-year-olds.
That has been a recurring theme today in this one. Palmetto prep. Just look at the right side of the offensive line. The right guard and the right tackle might be combined the weight of a Mack truck.
That's what we call buffet cleaners right there. They go
Alston looking down the field to the right. He's got a man, and he will be tackled at the 5-yard line there. That's number 17, Wyatt Hurley. We've called his name a few times. And there it looks like he beat Carter Rollerson to the outside. Carter Rollerson there, the safety in coverage. And now 1st and goal once again for Palmetto as we approach 2 minutes to go in the 3rd. Alston in the gun, takes the snap, looking to his left, pumps, now goes to his left, wide open for a touchdown there. Palmetto Prep. That's Kiki Hippolyte getting into the end zone.
Touchdown reception by number 7, Kiki Hippolyte.
And it is 41-0 now with 1:43 to go in the 3rd.
Man, it's getting out of hand, man. It's getting out of hand. Kiki. The touchdown right there.
And a PAT is good. And for a team that doesn't have a kicker, they've knocked down all their PATs today.
Talk about being a dog, man.
We've got a replay of the touchdown here. Looks like they were in cover 2. The corner wandered too far inside and left that flat area wide open. And especially in this defense, you can ask Martin Bayless of Darius Wiley. That is the number 1 no-no for a corner in the cover 2 is to follow the reroute inside and leave your zone wide open. It's exactly what happened there, and as a result, it is 42-0 Palmetto Prep. And it's been a long day for these guys. You know, I'm sure win, lose, or draw, these guys are happy to get out there, get their reps. These guys that maybe didn't see the field, didn't dress out yesterday for the varsity game, obviously good to get reps. When we first came in, you remember we didn't have this program. It was varsity or bust for us when we came in as freshmen.
Yeah, that is true. JV, just a new thing that they brought last year. But imagine if we did have it our freshman year.
Oh, I think we would have
A
ran
lot more.
Ran through some teams.
We probably would have put a better performance on than this. But
We'd
who's to
had
say?
guys that were guys like Jeff Banning out there, some hard hitters in that class. Boy,
Jeff
Lyndon
Banning.
Galt sitting behind us.
And then Galt was the truth. Stop playing with him.
Still is, as that one's picked up by Gibson. He slows down a little bit, and that will cost him. He is ragdolled a little bit behind the 30.
Special teams getting a little chippy out here, man. Trying to tell y'all. Number 36, Tony Belcher getting a little pushy after the play. Another guy just came back off an injury, 2 years of being injured. Also had an eye surgery 2 months ago out here playing football. Some people sprain an ankle, get out of here, like Jeremy Rudolph or something.
Well, I'm glad he got the eye surgery, but I'm sure it's not very joyful to look and see the scoreboard clearly right now. 42-0, Thomas Kramer in at quarterback. He brings in George Tenney, and now a toss to the outside. It is cut down immediately by number 24, Jaden Martin, the DB.
I got a question. What was Eli Ward doing on that play? He pulls around, runs straight past the corner, doesn't even touch him, gets his running back killed in the backfield.
And now a Palmetto player down on the field. It looks like number 45. We don't have a 45. It could be Stanley Jackson, the linebacker listed at 44. As they check on him. And obviously, again, not the start that you want, not the game you want if you are these JV coaches, but you've got to remember when watching this game, like we said earlier, that first and foremost, this is about getting guys reps, getting guys comfortable, and trying to develop these young guys because, let's face it, the guys that are playing on Saturdays, the fifth years, the seniors, they won't be here in 4 years. Some of these guys will. So you want to keep pumping out production from the young guys to the old guys, and just getting these reps is invaluable for the guys out there on the field.
This is true. This is true.
As they continue to check on the Palmetto player, NATO is trying to get their play ready. 2nd and 13 on their own 24. And still down. And we'll No, he hops up. I was going to say we'll step aside for a moment, but it looks like he is going to walk off on his own strength. And it'll be 2nd and 13 for Thomas Kramer and the Tornado offense. Second and 13. Anthony Simpkins out wide to the right.
Empty formation from the NATOs right here.
Matthew Cantrell, the slot guy to the right. 3 wide to the left, Jared Smith, George Rennie, and someone else out there to the left. Kramer looking over the middle. Smith with a one-handed grab. Kramer put that one behind him, and Smith able to get it back to the original line of scrimmage just about.
Kramer getting straight slaughtered right there by a defensive end. But still making a good enough throw to have a completion.
50 seconds and counting to go here in the third. NATO's in the huddle.
This running clock?
Play clock has not started. Play clock now being handled on the field, we're told. Kramer brings his receiver in. And gets the man to jump.
Also get your own man to jump.
And it might be a false start against the NATOs. And it will be a false start. It'll move the NATOs back another 5 yards with 16 seconds to go here in the third. Lead 3rd and 14 from the 23 here. Kramer takes the snap, gets pressured off the edge, rolls to his right, throws. It is
intercepted.
Maybe intercepted. Not sure if he came down with it or not. They're fighting for it on the sideline. Tig does go to the receiver.
Remember, if they both caught it,
and they'll call it an incompletion.
I was about to say, if they both catch it, it is offensive ball.
Hold on, though. There is a flag in the backfield.
Flag on the play.
It'll be a hold against the Tornadoes. Penalty is declined, however, so it'll be 4th down, and Brian Wamsley will get some more action here. His second punt of the afternoon. Snap to Wamsley. Kicks this one up in the air, and it will bounce, take a friendly tornado bounce, and roll all the way inside the 30 to about the 27.
Oh, we're getting chippy again.
And what's happening here?
Special teams.
A flag thrown. Coach John Burton not happy at all. Saying, get back over to the sideline. Enforce the law down there, Burton. Good job. We head to the fourth. 42-0 Palmetto Prep. 1 quarter to go here at Ives Lamel, and this one all but decided. But we've got another quarter of JV football here in Brevard, North Carolina. Back here in just a moment.
Every cheer, for every play, we know there's a little prayer that no one gets hurt. That's why we are there too. Party athletic trainers, physicians, and specialists. We're watching closely for any sign that someone needs care. And if your child is hurt, they're seen right away by the region's top specialists. The Party Sports Medicine team is at every game, match, race, practice, and workout, providing medical attention and guidance. For us, winning is all about playing healthy and smart so you can perform at your best.
Back here for quarter number 4 at Ives Lamel Family Field. I believe the winner of this game is all but determined, but we can still see some good things from the Tornadoes and likely will see some good things from the Minutemen here in this final 15-minute period. 42-0 Palmetto Prep.
Imagine a comeback from the NATOs right here. Run off 56 straight.
I'm finding it hard to imagine. That one is handed off left side.
Holding.
Hathcock has the first down. Trey wanted a hold. There was
a blatant hold
yellow
right there.
flag flying in. So Hathcock will have another first down. And really the run game from Palmetto Prep has been dominant. They've had some really good grabs. The pass game has had some inconsistency at times, but the running game has just been gashing this Tornado defense.
It is true. O-line has been doing their job for the most part.
I mean,
Creating
look at them.
run
They've got
lanes.
a couple of fridges on the right side.
Yeah, them boys are huge. Some
First
big-
and 10. Play action. Branch has the catch over the middle. And once again, Nate Branch has just been wide open over the middle of the field every time. The safety's all out of whack when it comes to covering number 1. Caden Thompson was the one to bring him down. Another freshman safety. Justin Tournier in at corner here on the near side. Dave Stone on the far side this time. Barnes going to load up and throw deep once again, and it will be intercepted. Caden Thompson throws the ball up in the air. Supposed to be a penalty. We're glad it's not. And the Tornadoes with a takeaway.
That tic-tac.
That's Caden Thompson.
Caden Thompson, my fault. Shouts out Caden Thompson.
I do believe Tic Tac was on the field for that one, but let's watch the replay on this one. Barnes loads up, maybe gets a little bit greedy, kind of overthrows it. Had to fit it in the window with the safety help, and Thompson, the safety help, able to get there and intercept that one.
Great play by Caden Thompson right there.
It's what we like to see from the young DBs as Kramer hands this one off. That's Black running hard once again. Nicholas Black.
Good block there by number 77, Ashton Williams, on the left side, left tackle.
It has seemed like Williams has been the most consistent on the offensive line today for the JV Tornadoes.
That's why he's a T.O. All-Star, man. I be pointing out the stars, man.
2nd and 5. About 2 minutes into this fourth quarter. Kramer under center. And hands it off up the middle. Running hard and a couple yards short of the sticks there is Henderson. Nate Henderson. And it'll set up a 3rd and short for the NATOs. 12:44 and counting to go here in this one. That has been sealed up by Palmetto Prep. But the NATOs still looking to put a dent in the score. They've had the ball a few times in plus territory this half, but have not come away with any points. Motions a man out now. Kramer under center once again. 2 backs. Play action. Throws quickly, and that one is caught for the first down. That's number 22, Jaden Jackson, on the reception, and it'll move the chains.
Great play by Kramer right there. Get out of there. Making a quick throw.
Quick release, yep.
Just enough for the first down.
Tornado, first down.
First and 10 here. Ball on the 29-yard line for the Tornadoes. Less than 12 minutes to go. Kramer motions Miller. Now hands off to the left side. Coming with the ball and getting hit hard there is Nate Henderson. Didn't quite have the burst to get outside of that one. It was sealed, and he's brought down hard.
That is not what you need if you're the Brevard offensive line right there. It looked like none of them held their blocks whatsoever.
He'll lose a few there. Now 2nd and 12. And play action here. Kramer rolling out his right, throws quickly over the middle. That one is caught. Getting back to the original line of scrimmage there. That looks like
Summy.
Parker Summy. No, I believe that's Doug Miller.
Oh, snap, Doug Miller. Make some noise, Doug Miller.
Miller Light.
No, it look like Miller Heavy.
Miller came over from Methodist. I actually don't believe that is Doug. Another roster
It is Parker Summy.
error.
I don't know who that child is, but shouts out
3rd
to
and
him.
9. Kramer, quick throw outside. It is caught, making a man miss, and now getting the first
Good
down
First down right there.
for the Tornadoes. Can't tell quite who that is on the reception. Looks like number 3, Corbin McNeil.
Great play by Corbin McNeil. Get extra yards right there. Get the first down.
And the throw landed him short of the sticks, but he was able to turn around, plant, and get past the sticks. So perhaps, knock on wood, but the most consistent we have seen the Tornadoes move the chains to this point with 10 minutes to go in the 4th. Coming off the field, Jaden Jackson. Now McNeil will line up wide to the left. Everybody tight to the right, and that one handed off for a decent gain of about 5 or 6 there.
You know who I want to see? You need to throw Nollivan Parks back in there, man.
Yeah, I agree. We haven't seen enough of Parks here in this one.
I talk about Nollivan Parks as a game changer on this team. He is a game changer.
He said it's on site for the Palmetto defense.
That's what I heard. Apparently he has his own fan club.
Oh, man, we're getting deep into the lore here. We're getting deep into the filler material.
Yeah, man. It's looking a little rough.
9:10 to go. Handoff here to Griffin, running to the left, cutting back, trying to take down some defenders with him, and able to get some positive yardage out of that one. Looked like a dead play. Good job there by Vincent Griffin out of Charlotte, North Carolina.
Vincent Griffin's playing really good today.
Yeah, Vincent Griffin has looked like one of the more impressive tailbacks on this JV squad. And now another 3rd and manageable for the Tornadoes. Thomas Kramer and the Tornadoes trying maybe a last-ditch effort to get on the board here. They'll send 3 out wide to the right. A 3-receiver condensed close to the formation, and the 2 outside guys off the ball. Kramer takes the snap, reads, now rolls out right. Kramer going to run for it, going to get stopped short. Headed up there by, looks like maybe
Number 19.
maybe Jacob Watt. We don't have a 19, but we do have a linebacker listed at 18. We have 2 number 18, so perhaps that was Watt making that stop. I had to change the number due to both of them having it. Not 100% sure, though. Some discrepancies on both rosters, both numbers, as we've been saying the whole broadcast, but we are doing our best, I can assure you that.
Yeah, guys, we're trying, man. It's hard out here.
Trey's introduction to the broadcasting world today.
Yeah, I'm having real fun, though.
This was a handoff out to the left. It will get the first down, or toss, rather.
Good run, ain't talking his stuff. Steven Longa.
Stephen
talking his
Luongo.
stuff. Luonga, my fault.
Luongo out of Braintree, Massachusetts. Braintree High School. And the 3rd first down of the drive for the Tornadoes has them in plus territory once again. On Palmetto's side of the field with 7:12 to go. Like we were saying, Trey's introduction to broadcasting, I'm a bit more experienced myself, but trying to teach my good buddy the ropes here. He's doing a good job.
Yeah, getting the feel for it today. Great game to watch. Well, not really. Yeah, you know it is what it is. Okay, Steven.
Luongo still breaking off tackles.
Steven is another one not for the gimmicks today.
I think that one might be Doug Miller down there, that 39.
Oh, snap.
Not 100% sure, though. It's honestly half of this roster is a guessing game for us right now. So
JV?
if anybody's out there watching and your kid's making a play and we give them the wrong name, please forgive us. I'm pretty sure we have the comments disabled anyway, so you can't go off on us. But
Oh, man. Shoot us an email.
don't do that. 2nd and 7, handoff up the middle for a minimal gain, but we'll set up another 3rd and manageable. No, don't send us an email because you won't get a response.
But if you are angry, don't be. Because your child's making a play. Congratulations.
If you just need to voice over what we say and put the kid's name, then that's all right with me.
Yeah, iMovie is free, if you didn't know. You could do
3rd and
that.
5 here. Tornadoes, 3 first downs on the drive. Looking for number 4 here. Slow and steady here on this drive. Kramer hands this one off, running for it, and well short is Nicholas Black. And the Tornadoes taking some significant time off the clock. How much time was on the clock when this drive started? I believe it may have been 10 minutes or so. 5:14 remaining now, and a timeout coming for the Nados. Going to discuss what they want to do on this 4th down. Might be their last effort here to score. And don't forget, 7 o'clock tonight, Brevard College women's soccer has a ball game. Their home opener, as a matter of fact. And for the Brevard volleyball team, they're in their 3rd set, trying to win that 3rd set. They won the 1st, they lost the 2nd.
Update from Brevard College volleyball from Maryville, Tennessee. After 2 sets, tied up 1 set apiece, Brevard and Huntington.
So 5:14 to go
Go to www.bctornadoes.com
here in this one.
for all your score, stats, and information. And follow the Tornadoes on social media at BC Tornadoes.
And the Nados getting ready for this 4th down play.
Brevard College Tornado Athletics on Facebook, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that little bell for all the notifications when the Tornadoes go live at the Brevard College Tornado YouTube channel. Thank you for your support.
4th and 3 here for the Nados. Trying to pick up their 4th first down of the drive. Five, 12 and counting here. Kramer with Jaden Jackson next to him in the backfield. 3 out wide to the right, 1 to the left. Kramer, quick throw. It is going to be caught for another Tornado first down.
Oh, flag throw.
And now a flag coming in.
Again, things getting a little chippy out here, guys.
Not 100% sure on who that was on the grab. It's 86, but we do not have an 86 on the roster.
Unknown superstar making plays out here.
86.
Shouts out 86.
Less than 5 minutes to go here. And now we have
Moving the chains.
some offensive linemen down there looking up in the box at us. Josh Blackstock, LaRoderick Rucker. See Eli Carr down there. He's not an O lineman, but he is built like one.
He is definitely built like one. One of our bigger tight ends we have.
Todd Norman as well.
That's another Tornadoes first down.
So another NATO first down, and the flag after the play will not negate that. In fact, will move them up.
NATO's really driving the ball this drive, man.
Less than 5 minutes to go. NATO's inside the 30. Believe the farthest they've gotten today. Kramer hands this one off. It is swallowed immediately. Jaden Jackson is dropped.
That did not look like the design play. I do not think he's supposed to cut into that. But more power to him. He did not get any yards on that, though.
So 2nd and 10. Less than 4.5 minutes to go here in this one. Tornadoes taking some serious clock off.
I think it's a running clock, if I'm not mistaken.
4:17 to go. Kramer under center once again. There's a toss play to the right. And that'll be Griffin running for it and getting some yards there.
Vincent Griffin, again, having a great day. Running hard behind his pads. That's what you like to see from a running back.
Third and 7. And the NATOs with 4 first downs already on the drive. Trying to find the 5th one here and march even closer to the end zone. A late substitution here on the outside for Palmetto Prep. Kramer in the gun. Jackson and Griffin on either side of him. Takes the snap. Hands it off. Griffin to the outside. He will have another first down for the Tornadoes. Down around the 10, inside the 10, I believe.
Give Vincent Griffin the ball and move out the way, honestly.
Vincent Griffin making things happen for the Tornadoes. Their 5th first down of the drive as we approach the 3-minute mark. First and goal from the 10. Very long drive here for the Tornadoes. Wouldn't be surprised to see 15 plays by the end of the drive. Kramer takes the handoff, rolling out right, throws it to Jackson, who cuts up the field and is out of bounds. Around the 5, maybe. See where they spot him at. Looks the 7-yard line. Second and goal from the 7. 2.5 minutes to go.
Palmetto defense is tired, taking knees on the field.
If we score here, it'll be like that one meme that's like Chris Paul hits a huge 3 to cut the lead to 40.
Hey, man.
Run to the outside, A.J. Gathers, running a man over, and a herd of Minutemen come to the party to bring him down there.
If we score right here, I might run on the field. Might just take off.
But we
right
need you.
press box.
We need you for the post game.
Post game. I'll come back for sure. But if they score, I might just sprint down there, celebrate, and come back.
Less than 2 minutes to go. NATOs effectively have 2 more chances at a score here in this ball game. Third and goal from the 7 with 1:44 to go. 42-0 Palmetto Prep here in the final stages. Kramer takes the snap, rolls out right, instant pressure, throws it up. That one is going to be intercepted. There is a flag on the outside. If it goes against Palmetto, the NATOs may get another shot. If not, then that will probably be all she wrote for the Tornado offense today. And let's see. It'll be an illegal formation against the Tornadoes. Penalty will be declined. And a very long drive of the Tornadoes will end on a poor note. An interception by Thomas Kramer. And it is looking like the Tornadoes will not get on the board today. 1:26 to go.
This was not a great showing for the Brevard offense today. We were hoping for a revenge tour from Thomas Kramer. Did not get that today.
Do we face Palmetto again this JV season? We play at Palmetto? Well, he might get one more
September
chance.
20th, what I'm hearing, go to Palmetto. So hopefully Thomas Kramer does have another chance.
Our safety's doing a full squat right now.
Oh, snap.
That one handed off, brought down. Maybe another snap or two coming here. The safety on the left side, I believe that's Jeremy Burgess, was doing full form squats before the play.
You say you need extra work. Oh, he is doing form squats.
Second down, a quick throw, still throwing
Wide
the
open.
ball. That is
Wide
caught for another first down, and just rubbing salt in the wound is Palmetto Prep with 40 seconds to go. Are they going to run a quick offense here? Are they about to try and run another play?
Looks like that.
I mean, reps are reps, but goodness.
Palmetto is really trying to run up the score on Brevard. trying to get to 48 points, see if they can do it.
Not sure if we're going to be able to bring the final stats post-game because at least individually it might be a moot point with all the misnamed players that we had.
Yeah,
As
especially
Palmetto
like
looking to
number
the right,
86.
throwing this one up, and
Oh,
it
he's
is
wide
caught. He will be brought out of bounds. The clock will stop.
He didn't want to score.
It might have been told. That's number 15, Kyle Booth, on the catch.
Kyle Booth looked like he was scared of the end zone right there.
I feel like that may have been instructed.
If it's instructed, they shouldn't have threw it because he just ran a vert.
Still trying to get guys film, I guess. One last play here for Palmetto. And here it is. A handoff.
Oh.
Cutting left again. He has some room, and this is going to be a touchdown to finish off the Tornadoes. Number 4, Caden Forbes, scampering into the end zone. Someone is down for the Nados. And that is it. Tornadoes
48-0.
fall 48-0 here. Don't even think they're going to bother with the extra point. They will not, and that's going to be it. Tornadoes falling. The score kind of tells the whole story. There were some bright spots. The Tornado D-line, especially Brandon Moody, before he went down with an injury, was playing really well. The offensive line did not play well for the Tornadoes, and that was a big difference maker. Thomas Kramer and the offense, Trey, kind of got things going on that last drive. Obviously, it ended with an interception, but all in all, they were moving the ball. I believe they started around their own 20 and made it all the way inside the 10 on a really long drive. But all in all, just in this first JV showing, a lot left out on the table for the Tornadoes.
Yeah, did not look good today. We had some bright spots. Vincent Griffin, running back, number 19, really had a great showing today on the offensive end. Ashton Williams, the T1 All-Star at the beginning of the program, had a pretty decent showing on the offensive line, probably one of the biggest bright spots on the offensive line. Thomas Kramer, again, thought we were going to have a revenge tour type game. Did not. So,
Well,
yeah, a little tough game to watch from Ives Lamel Field. But shouts out to Palmetto Prep.
well, what do you think about your debut on the mic? Are we going to be seeing more of you? How did you feel? Let's hear it.
Of course, you'll definitely see more of me. Hopefully all through the JV season and during basketball season, I'll be announcing those games as well. Trying to still getting my feet wet. This is my first game. Really excited. Really loved it. Had great energy, me and Brady. Just excited for the future, man.
Absolutely. Excited for the future with you as well. Excited for the rest of these JV games. Excited for basketball season. And aside from announcing, I'm excited to get back after it again this Saturday. Us against Hampton Sydney, going on the road, our first true road test against a team that historically has been pretty good.
Yes, Hampton Sydney has been pretty good up in Virginia. They run the ball a lot, so hopefully that feeds right into our defense of being a run-stop defense that we showed this past Saturday against Warner.
Absolutely. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to the rest of these JV games. Tornadoes falling in this one 48-0. Looking for a better showing next time out. A tough weekend for the Tornadoes on all fronts, losing a heartbreaker on Saturday on the varsity side and losing a blowout 48-0 here today. But again, getting the guys the reps is the most important thing. That's about all I've got. Brady Penn, my partner, Trey Williams, signing off here from Ives Lamel Family Field.